session of Velo Toastmasters Club. Mirror, mirror on the palm, she says. Let me leave you with your imagination to guess what's the mirror she's talking about on our palm. Now, before we proceed ahead, we'd like to state the mission statement of Toastmasters Club. It is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has an opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn fosters self-confidence and personal growth. Kindly take note of the following simple rules to have an effective session. Please keep your mics muted and unmute them only when you're speaking. Also wear your lovely smiles and turn on the cameras. Kindly abstain from using your mobile phones during the meeting and use the chat box appropriately. Lastly, do not forget to have some fun and make a few mistakes. For mistakes are the stepping stones to success. With this, let me hand over the further proceeding of the day in the able hands of our club coach, our presiding officer for the day, Toastmaster Samir Sharma, please.
Thank you, Mr. Sergeant at Arms. Sometimes they say the first step is the most critical one. And if the first step is taken by, say, with that kind of energy, that sets the tone for the entire meeting. Thank you so much for that energy. A very good evening, my fellow Toastmasters, my dear guests, and the delegates who was present. Before we start, let me officially open meeting number 63 for Velo Toastmaster Club today. And before we start, we have a few guests in house. Let me start by Ashwini. If you can please unmute yourself and tell us how did you come to know about VTC and Toastmaster in general. Guest Ashwini.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead. We can hear you.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Hi all, and I am Dr. Ashwini, and I am a dentist. And I came to know about Toastmaster via Mr. Vijay sir, and I already mentioned this in the last session, and I'm looking forward for the upcoming session, and I'm just here to observe and I need to know a little more about Toastmaster Club.
Thank you, Doctor. I hope you have a great time. We also have Kirti.
Yeah.
Kirti, we have the same question for you. How did you come to know about VTC and Toastmasters in general? Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Kriti, a VIT student pursuing software engineering. I got to know about this club from Vijay sir. He introduced me during the Trek Talk session. I got to know I'm here to observe and see what about this club is about. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirti. Again, it is not going to be a trade kind of talk where you do see speeches in front of amidst of mountains, but you'll start to see some variety today. I hope you have great time. We also have our guest Vignesh. So Vignesh, how are you doing today? Can you please tell us about what your expectations are today?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Vignesh, a 15-year-old student studying in Kuwait. So I was introduced to Toastmasters first through the Gavels Club conducted in my school, and I was invited to this session by my sister Priyanka.
Okay, thank you, Vignesh. I thought you are also referenced by Mr. Vijay. Then Vijay becomes our brand ambassador. So with this, I think let's get started with our meeting. You know, Stephen King says, in fact, I just use says, that you never know which lives you influence, when, why, or how. I find that this is not true in the Toastmaster context. You may ask me why. The reason is that Toastmaster meeting, we exactly know how we are influencing others' lives. If you are an evaluator, you know your words can make or break a morale of person. If you're a speaker, you know you're influencing somebody who went through the struggles and the sorrows that you are going through and how you overcame with the power of your mind. If you are a TT master, you know how to play and be chirpy and show your wit. A Toastmaster, I believe Mr. Stephen King may not be as correct when he said that we don't know how many lives, which lives do, when or why. In Toastmaster, we exactly know how we influence each other's lives. With this thought, let's get on with the meeting. So every Toastmaster meeting has a theme. Theme defines the spine, holds the entire meeting together. And don't worry, I'm not the one who's going to take this forward. For that, we have a Toastmaster of the day. Today's Toastmaster is literally a doctor in philosophy. She is pursuing her PhD in English literature, especially psychology and mythology. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our own Toastmaster Raghavi. Madam Toastmaster Raghavi, over to you.
Thank you, Samir. And this has been a wonderful day till now. And I welcome to Toastmaster, our distinguished Toastmaster, and my beautiful guest as always. So, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? This has been the question of every fairy tale. And this year, I've seen a splurge of movies and novels based on this theme. Like each and every actor or actress looks like as if they've come out from a fairy tale. And all the fairy tales are based on one fairy tale, the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. No one is bothered about the dwarfs. Everyone are bothered about Snow White because that's what each and every one of us are trying to do. Many people were questioning me as to why I mentioned this topic or why I came up with this topic. Because trust me, this is a topic that we have been pushing aside, but it's a topic that we must talk about. Every day when we wake up from our bed, the first thing we do is brush your teeth? No. Look at someone? No. Soon as you open your eyes, you hear this ringing bell. You go and fetch out something called as, of course, your smartphone, or Android, or an iPhone for all those iPhone users. I'm not letting you out. We just take it and want to see the alarm so that we can switch it off. But no, you have to go to the WhatsApp, you have to go to Twitter, you have to go to Facebook. Just say good morning to 1,000 and something people that we don't know, and to the million of people who are waiting to be bothered by us. Trust me, no one wants to hear you say good morning. They don't want your messages, they don't want you, but still they do follow you. They don't follow you for yourself, but they follow for something else. And yes, I'm going to talk about this on a later, no, a sooner note. But I just want you to dwell on this question. What did you do minutes before you switched on the Zoom meeting? I repeat, what did you do minutes before you switched on the Zoom meeting? Be as truthful as possible because that's the answer to my question. Mirror, mirror on the wall. What's it going to say? Because the mirror is on your palm. So now I have to welcome this wonderful person who has been here for a long time. Yes, and this person has been a wonderful human being, and this person has always been talking about something or the other which is knowledgeable to many and funny for some. And I take immense pleasure in inviting the General Evaluator, TM Arunesh, who has loads and loads of things to talk about. And now he has this wonderful team that he has. So welcome, TM Arunesh, who's the General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening to everybody from Velo Toastmasters Club and all the guests attending. I will be the General Evaluator for today's meeting. The role of the General Evaluator is to evaluate the session as a whole and to make sure that we have a track of all the good practices that we follow here in our club meetings. And we also constantly take the effort to improve our club meetings and make sure that our members are benefiting more from attending club meetings every week. Now, to help me do this, I have a bunch of role players. First up, let me take the time to introduce to you the timer of today, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi.
I'm audible? Yes. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. A warm welcome to dear fellow Toastmaster and guest, and a special welcome to our Honorable Distinguished Toastmaster, Mr. Sundra Raman, sir. And as we know, time is gold, time is precious, time is waiting for no one. Is this very important? Time is very important. Suppose I'm a great cook. I'm going to prepare a delicious biryani, and I have all the ingredients: fresh meat, quality rice, spices. I'm going to start cooking the biryani, but one condition: cooking time. I don't know the cooking time. So at the finally, what we expect, what we can expect, a delicious biryani with a soup, rice, none of your biryani, I mean your speech turn into soup. As a timer, I'm as a timer, my role is uh, to remind, record, and report the time used by each speakers when they are delivering a speeches. For prepared speeches, we have time limit for 5 minutes, minimum 5 minutes, and maximum of 7 minutes. I will show green card at 5 minutes, yellow card at 6 minutes, red card at 7 minutes. Each speaker have the buffer time of 30 seconds. And for the table topic session, we have the time limit for minimum of 1 minute and maximum of 2 minutes. And I will show the green card for 1 minute, yellow card for 1 minute 30 seconds, red card for 2 minutes. And each speaker has the buffer time of 30 seconds. And moreover, we have a special speech from our special guest. For the time limit is minimum of 18 minutes, maximum of 22 minutes. I will show green card for 18 minutes and yellow card for 20 minutes, red card for 22 minutes. Uh, and I hope I I request all the participants should be stay on your time, and I will be back on my time to deliver my report. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Hand over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi. I just want to clarify that for the prepared speeches and for the evaluation section, the buffer time will be given before the green card and after the red card. While for the table topic session, the buffer time will be given only after the red, which is only after the 2 minute mark. Moving on, let me introduce the next role player who will be helping me today to ensure that we have a quality club meeting. Welcome, counter of today, Toastmaster Ritik.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arunesh. Good evening, Toastmaster, and my dear guests. Imagine you're on a school reunion and it's a nostalgic evening. All your friends and teachers are present on this occasion. Out of nowhere, you're called on podium to recollect few memories from school that you hold dear. You are stunned hearing your name called. You walk to the podium and instead of articulating the moments you remember from school, you are like, uh, mm, you know, imagine you're on a date with your boyfriend or girlfriend. It's a romantic evening. He or she proposes, absolutely stunned again. Instead of saying yes or no, you are like, mm, just think about what will happen to the confidence of other person. It will break for sure. But you don't have to get anxious about those events now because you're in a safe environment to start practicing for similar events that requires spontaneity, articulating your thoughts while holding your nerve at the same time. To help you with this, I'll be observing for filler sounds, filler words, and long speech that can disturb its flow, intervene with speaker audience connection, and hence make speech less impactful than it is. I'll be presenting my report towards the end of the session. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritik. Now, let me introduce to you the grammarian for today, who will help you improve your grammar and also challenge you with the word of the day. Here goes for Toastmaster Rahul, the grammarian for today.
With sunglasses, better, no? Even I think so too. What should I put the caption of this as? It's a very good caption. I'll put that only. Dear Toastmasters, whenever we take a selfie and upload it on social media, we all have those friends who help us choose the correct photo because of the and angle. Help us with the caption as well. And today, Toastmasters, I will be that person for you all today. But I will not be helping you with the photos, but I can help you with the caption. Good evening, Toastmasters guests. My role as the grammarian is to check the usage of the language today and to appreciate any good usage of language that is there and to correct if there are any tiny mistakes. Apart from this, I have one other very important role, and that is to give the word of the day for today. And today I have chosen a very simple word, which I feel all of us can use in our speeches. The word of the day for today is reflect, which means think deeply or care about. Repeat, the word of the day for today is reflect, meaning think deeply or care about. An example of usage of this word is he reflected with happiness on the success of his speech. I repeat, he reflected with happiness on the success of his speech. Is there anyone from the audience who would like to give this a shot? Since there are no volunteers, I really hope people do use this word in their roles and speeches. And with that, I will give my report at the end of the session when called upon by the General Evaluator. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Arunesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. So as you have seen, these are the role players who will be helping me with trying to evaluate this meeting. One of the most important parts of any Toastmasters meeting is the evaluation section, which will happen after the TT session. This is the time where we think about what performance we did as a speaker or a table topic speaker. We receive feedback about our performance and we reflect on our performance so that we can improve the next time around. This is the reason why we have an evaluation section in every Toastmasters meeting. And these three role players, as they mentioned, will be delivering their reports at that time. Until then, a couple of suggestions from my side. Please keep your videos on at all times and cheer all performers who are coming here today. They've really taken effort to be here and do their roles well. Also, try to avoid any crosstalk or creating any disturbances using the chat section, or try to avoid using your mobile phone to avoid any distractions. With that said, I would like to hand control over back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Raghavi.
Thank you, General Evaluator Arunesh. And yes, just like the social medias in our life, without a general evaluator and without that team, this whole meeting will be useless, pointless, and baseless. And that's why we need them. Just like you need all the small, tiny widgets in your phone. They are there, but you don't know why you use them. But they are the ones who help you rather than the social media that's in your life. I'm not someone to bitch about it. I'm someone who's really good at it because there's no one better to talk about it rather than me. I was this girl who hated mobiles, who hated social networking, but now I'm 24 into 7 in this. And the reason why I came to talk about this topic is because each and every one of us are using some sort of social media or the other. The other day, I was talking to my sister about this, my cousin, and she was saying that, you know, Instagram is something that where even old people are coming right now, and Facebook is long lost. And I was so sad because Facebook is something that we have been using for ages. And I thought it's something that even every one of us, without no reason whatsoever, use every day, at least to scroll down the stories. And one fine day, I saw that there was this wonderful, attainable speech there, which changed my life. The title of the speech was How to Live Your Life. And I thought, who's going to talk about this to me? And that speech was so simple that anyone can understand it, let alone a layman. And we do have speeches like this in our Toastmasters, and each speech changes our life. See, the mirror that's behind me shows who I am really on outside. But that isn't the mirror to I am. And that's what we are lacking. Instead of seeing who we are inside, we are turning to the social media to just validate and reflect who we are on the inside. You're not about to trust anyone on social media, even me, because we are all having this fake personas. I act as if I'm interested in everything. Trust me, I'm someone who's not interested in most of the things. But the people who know me on social media think that I'm someone arrogant, someone rude, because I don't message them back. The very reason is I'm lazy. That's what I ask most of our Toastmasters. What's happened in your life on social media, which was good or bad? Some replies were the ones that I really wanted to hear. The good ones being the videos you see of those puppies and fishes and dogs and whatnot, of the cute animals. But a common reply from everyone was that people are targeting them, they're harassing them, they're sending messages which are downright rude. And this person, you don't know them, you don't even care about them, but still, their words, it just lingers around your head and it transforms you in something which you are not. You can become a good person or a bad person just with a wink of a second and a wink of a message. That's how we are running. And just like this speech which changed my mind and which made me to think about the social media that's going on, likewise, we have some beautiful speakers amongst us. A speech can change your life because a speech is something that you don't want to listen but still do because something in there hits you hard and turns a little bit of you into the person that you are. So in order to have, we have three speakers today. Yes, we are lucky enough. Every time we have two speeches, but this time we have a distinguished member among us to give an educational session speech. And so we have three speakers who will give their speech in 30 seconds. And there will be an evaluator for each speaker who will evaluate and tell as to what they can improve upon. We are not going to be baseless about it. We are going to be pointing out the things that I can improve and make into a beautiful person because we are not the social media that's rude. And so here we have speaker one, TM Priyanka, who's the newest beautiful member amongst us. She loves horror, food, animals, and music. We can hang out on social media if we want. That's how we are. This girl that she's going to give her first speech, pathway one, and it's going to be an icebreaker. And the title is something that I want to say, but I'm going to withhold because it's like a movie title. And her elevator is going to do that for me. And yes, the elevator one for TM Priyanka is going to be TM Saumini. And this girl, don't be judging her by the cover. She looks so cute, innocent. She calls herself an introvert. Actually, she's an extrovert. She's a beautiful PR representative of TM and all the TMs here. She shows the beautiful and the gorgeousness and the cordial relationship of VTC over at the social medias. Without her, we would be lost somewhere in the sea. So now I'm going to call upon her evaluator, a fast evaluator, TM Saumini, to introduce her long-lost friend. No, long-lost friend on social media, newly found friend on BTC, TM Priyanka. Over to you, evaluator one, TM Saumini.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. I'm humbled by your words. Toastmaster Priyanka, I'm so glad to be her evaluator for the first speech. Now, when I say that Toastmaster Priyanka is giving her first speech, I'm sure that it that way to every one of us in VTC, as she has been the biggest sport in our table topic sessions. With her flair for quick thinking, I have known Toastmaster Priyanka since my school days as one of these popular kids, the good kind. And only in college did I come to know that she was one of the misfits, just like me, and a person who's very passionate, has an eclectic taste, and does not art. From enjoying a Mani Ratnam film to a Harry Potter film. All the more reason she is my good friend in spite of our age gap. She believes that learning has no age barrier, and reflecting on it, she's now picked up her guitar to learn even after her student days are long gone by. A food lover. But who is not? But Toastmaster Priyanka has exercised her love for food by making fat free chocolates as her entire final year project. A girl of many things is giving her first icebreaker today with the purpose of the speech to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speaking in 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Priyanka. We cannot wait to see what you have in store. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Saumini. That can't be better. And yes, of course, I take this immense pleasure in inviting the newest but oldest member because she has been here around for some quite time. And that's none other than TM Priyanka delivering her Pathway 1, Speech 1, Icebreaker, and the title is Journey from Quiet to Katpadi. Journey from Quiet to Katpadi, TM Priyanka. The stage is all yours.
Good evening, distinguished Toastmaster, Toastmasters, and my dear guests. Today, I will be delivering my icebreaker on the topic, My Journey from Kuwait to Katpadi. I am a Homo sapien, class Priyanka, order Nityanandam, also known as Priya. My biology consists of a huge digestive system, as I love to explore varieties of cuisines, a nervous system which lets me groove to beats, and a brain navigation system, which is why I'm here. I was founded 22 years ago on this planet during the times of Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, and Oswald. My superpowers, I can binge eat all time, anytime. I can laugh during extremely awkward and weird situations. My fears, I'm trypophobic. That is a weird fear of geometric shapes. Lipophobic, the fear of getting fat, and arachibutyraphobic, that is the phobia of peanut butter getting stuck to the roof of your mouth. I love to interact with animals and then humans. Why did they name? Well, I really don't know. My family decided to give me this name after the great Priyanka Gandhi and named my immediate cousin brother Rahul after Rahul Gandhi. No, my family isn't politically inclined, not at all. I really do not know if my activities and achievements align with those of Priyanka Gandhi, but I think they do get along with the meaning of my name, which says amiable, talkative, lovable, and loves to keep people around her happy. And I think I reflect the meaning of my name. Let me take you to the 3 stages of growth this Homo sapien has been through. My childhood. I was born in Kuwait and brought up in a Tamil speaking joint family, which I count as one of my biggest blessings because not many get to grow up with your cousins. Majority of my childhood, I was brought up speaking English. I loved dressing up in pink. My world was all about Barney and Teletubbies. I still remember my play school teacher telling, Priyanka was the kid who always entered with 2 packets of chips in her hand. In fact, I only knew that someone loved me when the person bought me KFC. How cruel could have I been? Yes, and I believe that kids brought up in Gulf relished KFC way more than any kid on planet Earth. I enjoyed playing Barbie dress up games and cricket with my father. Poem recitation, dancing, and storytelling were the other activities I loved doing. Being the only kid and the first child of my family, I was pampered, received a lot of comfort, and I enjoyed a lot of privilege the next one entered. The transition phase from my childhood to teens. On my 8th birthday, I was bombarded with the news as a gift from my parents. My parents approached me with a card which told you're going to get a companion. It was a nightmare for me. I was left in utter shock. But later, I had to digest the fact that I am going to share my food and shelter with another small creature on this earth who turned out later to be my best companion and my number one support system, my brother, who is with us right now. To all the gamers out there, this phase turned me into a pro FIFA 12 gamer. I also developed interest in sports, debates, and elocutions. I was a confident debater and passionate speaker. I was also known as the teacher's favorite kid. No, I was definitely not a snitcher. Although I excelled in most of the things I did, I wasn't as famous as the other cool kids. Why? Because I never owned a Facebook account. And Facebook was the biggest flex during those times in the environment where I lived. My bad. This phase was also the dawn of everyday new crushes and butterflies in my stomach. Who knows? I might have even had a crush on Kim Jong-un if he existed during those times. Fast forward to my high school days. I relocated to Vellore for my higher secondary schooling. I was put in hostel, and I must say, hostel phase is something that each and every one of us should experience at least once during our lifetime. Although it took me some time to settle in the new environment, I did end up with a good set of friends who later turned into the best set of friends. This time, I took a huge gap from all the co-curricular activities that I did. I met this girl who was the exact Xerox copy of myself. We matched our vibes 100%. And she later turned out to be my very, very, very best friend till today. I never knew a complete girls' gang could be this fun. Our parents were called up now and then for all the notorious activities we were involved in, right from Bloody Mary till Ouija board, carom to kabaddi, sleeping during studying hours, and playing pranks on juniors. What not? Oh my God, those good old rosy days. I can never forget them. Although our parents were being called and we being notorious, me and my warden hardly thought me and my best friend would pass class 12 with 60%. But then we eventually turned out to be the toppers of the hostel and also being individual toppers of subjects with the exact same percentage in class 12. Probably this is why you say friendship thicker than blood. But then we had to part ways for college. I joined VIT Vellore for BTech Biotechnology. And in this phase of my life, all the movies lied to me. No Jane to Ya Jane Na or no Student of the Year ever happened in my life. I couldn't forge in deeper relationships with most of my colleagues as they were hostlers and I was a day scholar. And to be honest, during my first year, I was a loner. I was such a loner that I walked into this restaurant Flow to have the Valentine's Day combo meal all by myself. Yes, I was such a loner. But during my second year, I did meet a bunch of day scholars from various other departments. And this time I enjoyed, this is when my college life kick started. I was well settled. I completed all the elements of my life. My bucket lists were getting ticked one by one. But then that's when I found that I couldn't speak. I couldn't address a gathering when I stuttered and stumbled. And at that very right time, Saumini approached me with Vellore Toastmasters. And I'm here before you delivering my speech. I hope you like my journey from Kuwait to Katpadi. Thank you and have a nice day.
That was really a wonderful speech indeed. We have come to know a different side of Priyanka altogether. The Priyanka we knew just changed like that. That's how everything changes on social media and on VTC. And are you waiting for evaluation? Just a second, it's not going to be now because we have two more speakers and we don't want to scare them. So we are just going to give them the best support we can. So the evaluation will be at the end. And now over to the second speaker. And this speaker is the notorious guy of VTC. Trust me, he is. He is this guy who can talk about anything and everything. And each time he brings something new to the table. From day one till now, he has been so interactive and interesting with each and every topic he has taken. He's a foodie and a social media guy. and he must be furious for me to take this topic alone. And this guy is going to give his wonderful third speech on his pathway one. And this speech, as always, is going to be something different. And in spite of all the odds that's coming now, he has got a wonderful evaluator to evaluate him. Before we call him, we'll go to the evaluator number two, TM Anand Kumar. And TM Anand Kumar sir has always been this wonderful personality. He knows what to say and when to say. He is the most silent spectator of a club, but he's the most effective spectator of a club. And now, in order to give the introduction, I call upon TM Anant Kumar sir. Over to you.
Thank you, TM Modi. Nice evening, Toastmasters and guests. I introduce a person who wishes to be a special in everything. This guy still in single and he wants to mingle. Wherever he do anything, he does perfectly. Yes, I welcome Mr. Toastmaster Bharat. He is going to deliver his level 1 speech about be yourself, everyone else is already taken. And the speech time is about 5 to 7 minutes. The content of speech, objectives of the speech is about evaluation and feedback. As an evaluator, I will take a note, clarity of speech, vocal variety, eye contacts, audience interactions, and some things about his way of approach. And I will give my report to the TMOD at the end of this sessions. Thank you. All the best, Bharat. Over to TMOD.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for highlighting all the points that note to be about him. And now, Toastmaster is going to deliver his Pathway 1 third speech, which is about evaluation and feedback. And his topic is going to be yourself, everyone else is already taken. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. Toastmaster Bharat, over to you.
A mother said to his son, "See, see, this girl has secured first rank in the class, and you idiot failed in the exam." And the son replied, "Yes, mom, seeing that girl only, I failed in the exam." Yes, this is where it starts. It is comparing you to others. This is the biggest enemy which is stopping you from success. Well, let me tell one more important thing about life, and this with an experiment. And before this experiment, let me want to ask a question to all of you. How many of you have drink soda in your life? Can you just raise your hands? Great, thank you. Well, assume this as a soda bottle. Okay, so take a soda bottle in your hand and now shake it as hard as you can. Just shake it, shake it, shake it, and shake it. And now open the lid. What will happen? It will get foamed up, right? Now assume this as a water bottle and take a water bottle in your hand and just shake it as hard as you did for the soda bottle. Just shake it and shake it and shake it. And open the lid. What will happen? Nothing will happen. Yes, this is same to life. When people criticizing your talent, your actions, your abilities, you have to decide whether you're going to getting foamed up like a soda bottle or whether you're going to keep yourself calm and focus on your goal. Yes, you have to decide whether you want to be a soda bottle or water bottle. And I hope you all learn from this experiment. And I believe you all like stories, right? I know you guys are clever. Everybody knows giraffe, right? So a giraffe, a baby giraffe, and a mother giraffe. So the mother giraffe, it is just gave birth to a baby giraffe, and the baby giraffe has just born. Assume it was so tiny, little, and cute. So the baby giraffe has just born, and now the mother giraffe has just come right above the baby giraffe. So this is the first time the baby giraffe has born, and the mother giraffe comes right above, and guess what it does? It just gives a hard kick to the baby giraffe. And consider the baby giraffe. It is just born. It does not know why it is getting a kick and even who is kicking it. It's just crying, started crying loudly, "Mommy!" And it's slowly getting up with the impact of pain. And now the mother giraffe gives the second hard kick. And this time, the baby giraffe understood that if you are doing nothing and being simple, you will get the kick again and again. So now the baby giraffe just starting to get up, and again, now the mother giraffe gives the third hard kick. And guess what? The baby giraffe does. It just started running away from her mommy. And now the mother giraffe also started running towards his baby. And guess what it does? It is not kicking. It is just hugging the baby giraffe and right. So the baby giraffe needs protection. So initially, when you give a kick to the baby giraffe, it knows how to get up. And when you give the kick again, it knows how to get up again. This is same to our life. Our life is just like the mother giraffe. It will give you many, many, many hard kicks. And initially, you will be failed, but you get up. And again, you will be failed, but you should get up. Yes, a guy who is getting up again and again can achieve great heights of success. Yes, be like the baby giraffe and start running away from your mom. Run towards your journey. And moving on to the most important thing, do you know the race horses, right? So when the race horse is racing, right? If it is seeing where the other horse is coming, it is going to miss one step, right? So for that, they have gliders on their heads. So when they wear gliders, it will not see where the other horse is coming. So that is an example for focusing on what you need. So you all have life and you have to be the owner of it. Don't try to imitate people because everyone has their abilities and no one can play a better role than you. And be the person who you are, and because everyone else has already taken. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bharat. And that was a wonderful speech. And now, on to the wonderful speech that we are waiting for weeks together. And I'm no one to welcome this esteemed guest among us, the distinguished Toastmaster, Mr. Sundaram Raman. And I take immense pleasure in inviting him to our VTC. And this speaker, he has years of experience in it. And one time he has been in three clubs at the same time. He has been a club coach of many districts and he has been an distinguished speaker for many such clubs. And I am not going to talk more about him because we have his evaluator, our very own coach, TM Samir Sharma, who has many a thing to this wonderful distinguished guest of ours. So over to the general evaluator number 3, TM Samir Sharma. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Thank you so much for the kind words. Our next speaker, like it has been already reiterated, is not new to Toastmaster. He is one of the key influencers in the Toastmaster fraternity, especially in South India. An individual who has been on district stages multiple times. Today, distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman is delivering his elective project, Prepared to Speak Professionally, from Level 5 Effective Coaching Path. If I may, the purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing and presenting a longer speech. Here are some notes for all the audience members today. The member will deliver an engaging keynote style speech. The speech may be humorous, informational, or any style the member chooses. The member should demonstrate excellent presentation skills and deliver compelling content. The speech is not a report on the content of Prepare to Speak Professionally project. Timer, please, is 18 to 22 minutes. And if the member chooses to share his screen, please make sure that you convey the time either or with other sound that you may have with you. With that, all the best, distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman. I look forward to this session, and back to you, Madam Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sami. And now over to the wonderful session that we have been waiting for. So, distinguished Toastmaster Sundara Raman, which is titled, When you are paid for the buffet, why do you want to limit with the curd rice? When you are paid for the buffet, why do you want to limit with the curd rice? Toastmaster Sundara Raman, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmasters and guests. Am I audible? Right. So first of all, let me start with a disclaimer. The title says Mr. Toastmaster, but I don't have gender bias. So generally in English terminology, Mr. includes Mrs. or Miss, right? So I don't have any gender bias. So with that, let me start this session. So today in this education session, I'm going to give some tips to the members as well as the EXCOM members. So it is not going to be a typical education session offered by the district officers. So I think many a times the EXCOM members would have attended a officer training program, or we have a special education session. But today I am going to share some of the tips or some of the best practices which have occurred over a period of time. So that is what I'm going to offer to you today, right? I think, let me come back to the title. How many of you have attended a party where you had a buffet dinner? Okay, right? 1 minute, let me see how many of you are showing your hands. So I am unable to see all the members in my screen since I am projecting my PowerPoint. So I guess at least 50 to 60% of you attended a buffet dinner. For the first time when you go to the buffet dinner, you will be totally confused, right? You will be confused and where to start, and even you may be wondering what kind of dishes are there. But because you are not aware of the menu, so have you ever come back just by eating a curd rice and then come back? No, right? So either you take a risk and then start with something, and if you are a person who can take non-vegetarian, your freedom is there. But if you are a person who can take only vegetarian, then you will go and check with the chef and ask him to identify the menu and then take it. But ultimately, you want to consume as much as possible. I'm just quoting this buffet dinner, so as an analogy here. Now you are paid for Toastmasters meeting, and you may not have all the knowledge. So even some of the EXCOM members may not be all that senior who can guide you, but it is up to you to be proactive. Oh, the proactiveness is very much important to get back or get your return on investment, whatever you have done with the Toastmasters. First of all, I request you, so now we don't have the traditional pathways, the traditional program. So every one of us, we follow this pathways program. So when you start your journey in the pathways, go through all the levels in the path you have selected. For example, if you have selected effective coaching or presentation, must go through that and get a glimpse of it. So rather than focusing on your next project, have a high level idea. And then you start maintaining a journal. It can be a notebook or an Excel sheet or a Google document. And whatever incidents that comes to your mind, make a note of it. And then probably you can map to different kind of projects, right? For example, you may have to give a technical presentation, you may have to give a humorous speech, you may have to do a research and present a project. So for each one of them, you need content. So at the beginning of our Toastmaster journey, if you can maintain this high-level journal, that will be helpful rather than sitting and thinking about what kind of topic I can give for my next project. And as a speaker and as an, suppose if you are an author of a book, so you have complete freedom to keep your eyes and ears open. For example, when you go to cafeteria, so always eavesdrop. So nothing wrong in it. So only thing you ensure that you are not eavesdropping. So always you will hear some spicy stories from the next table, right? So when you walk down in the road, then look for some interesting characters and then try to put them in your mind. So this is an essential quality that is required for any person who wants to get into public speaking or who wants to be a writer. So you have to be proactive. That is the key message. And what is your, just to give me a minute. Sorry, someone switched off my fan. So when you become a member, so definitely for next 6 months, you have to make a plan. So in the 6 months, normally every club meets every week. Only exceptionally, some clubs meet once in fortnight. So if it is a regular club, you have 23 meetings. Out of 23 meetings, you have opportunity to give a project speech. 9 times you can give a prepared speech. So considering that the XCOM is equally distributing the speaking opportunity to all the members, but at least 2 times you can play the timer role, 2 times account role, 2 times grammarian role. So like this, the list goes on. So you plan yourself to, and then give the plan to the VP Education rather than the VP Education chasing you. So that way you can be proactive. And every time when you come to a club and vote for the best speaker, whether you are a guest or a member, you will be given opportunity to vote for the best speaker, best table topic speaker, best evaluator. Just bring a notepad and take a notes why you have voted that person as the best speaker, right? But obviously, you would have identified one key strength, right? Oh my God, this speaker number 1 was so humorous. The speaker number 2 was totally versatile in this topic, right? You will have some reason to vote for the best speaker. Make a note of it. Obviously, when you start taking notes, that will go into the subconscious mind, and automatically you will start applying that in your speaking journey. So otherwise, at the end of the day, you would have come to a meeting and then you would have witnessed all the speeches, you would have voted for the best speaker, but definitely nothing will be retained in your brain. And whenever you join a club, or the VP Education will assign you a little the senior member as a mentor. Generally, people think that the mentor is only for to fine-tune your script. No, it is not so. So first of all, if the mentor is not assigned to you, you go and practically ask for a mentor. And even if the VPE says that we don't have experienced people as a mentor, then you can also choose a mentor outside your club. And talk to the mentor liberally and exchange notes, not only for checking your speech script. Whenever you are doing a role, for example, you want to play the role of a TMOD or General Evaluator, Table Topic Master, check with your. Many times people will forget this aspect. They only think that the mentor can do your correcting your speech script. So always take his guidance or her guidance for the roles you want to perform. And not only at the beginning of the meeting, you take his guidance. So after, suppose if the mentor is present in your meeting, at the end of the meeting, take their feedback. So how did I perform as a table topic master? How did I perform as the Toastmaster of the day? So always those inputs from the mentor will be very much useful. Sometimes some of the clubs, so we have a lot of bad examples. So try to figure out and check with the mentor whether this bad example, whether to emulate the bad examples. For example, in some clubs, I see that the table topic master comes with complex topics. They want to they get a sadistic pleasure of teasing the audience, right? They come out with a very complex topic. Even when he utters the topic, time taken for the to spell out the topic takes more time for the speaker to speak. So, so find out whether that is a good example or bad example from your mentor. Don't copy that. So that will be a, so you will be continuously be performing in your Toastmaster meeting, but at the end of the day, you will not be progressing well. So a popular adage says the practice makes you perfect, but the reality is only a perfect practice makes you perfect. So otherwise, you will be familiar with the system, but you will not make progress. And this is very, very important aspect, role clarity. Whenever you are performing a role, you need to have absolute clarity. So this is where you have to get feedback at the end of the meeting. So for example, in many clubs, I have seen that Sergeant at Arms comes with an inspiration story. He would welcome the gathering, and he will come out with all kind of stories and the inspiration stuff. So of course, we have to appreciate his spirit, but the task given to the Sergeant at Arms is to ask people to, if it is a physical meeting, ask them to settle down, sit there, and ensure to start the meeting in time, and mention about the ground rules for the meeting, right? Most of the meetings throughout the world, we have 3 ground rules. That is the code of silence, code of taboo topics, and then the other one, right? The sex, religion, and politics, taboo topics. So these things he has to clearly spell out. And the second thing is he has to give an introduction to the presiding officer properly. Every week he is going to introduce the same person again and again for 25 weeks. So that is where he has to come and show his creativity, right? So not in giving an inspiration story. The start the meeting with the inspiration story is the job of the presiding officer. The second mistake by the presiding officer is to introduce the theme. He is generally, overlaps or jumps and takes the role of the Toastmaster of the day. And the third one is Toastmasters who wants to perform the role of the Toastmaster of the day. They think that they are also giving a project speech. No, they are only a compere or anchor person who will stitch between 2 speeches with the witty comments or appropriate anecdotes. So generally people go and study an article or a blog article or an inspiration story, and immediately they decide, yes, next week I am going to be the TMOD, I am going to use the theme. And if you sum up whatever the TMOD says, the total duration will be more than what the speakers have spoken. So they have to be absolute clarity on what role they are performing. And the TP master sometimes before spotting out the topic, he will give a big introduction about what is table topic and what is the advantage. I think all this can be said offline because we have a very tightly packed agenda. So brevity is going to matter a lot. So he has to give a quick overview within 1 minute why at all we have table topic session for the benefit of the guest. Otherwise, the table Toastmasters, they are already aware of it. He is not supposed to give he need not have to give an education session about what is table topic all about. And the last one is general evaluator, who is not going to be the evaluator for the speakers. He is only going to monitor from the beginning till the end how the meeting is proceeding well. He need not have to give additional comments on the speeches. The speech evaluators have already given the evaluations, and he can only mention about the performance of his team members, like how this evaluator 1 has done well, how the evaluator 2 did the value addition, how the tag role players performed well. He need not have to talk about the speeches. So this is where role clarity is absolutely essential. And members, you should also visit other clubs. This is going to help a lot. So because each club, the format is same, but the culture, the way they conduct meeting, totally it is going to be different. Even if you may be part of a community club, but when you visit another community club, totally the ambience, the way they conduct the meeting will be totally different, and you'll get multiple perspectives, and definitely you will have one takeaway which you can bring back to your home club and then implement it. And also, I will encourage you to take a role in area, division, and district. Every 6 months, some activity, contest or conference is happening. That is going to be a forum where you are going to network with the people and you are going to learn a lot. So primarily, rather than learning something from your manual, if you gain some experience through experiential learning, that is going to last long. So for experiential learning, going beyond your club is very much essential. So one is attending weekly meetings other than your home club, And other second one is to participate in the different district level activities, area, division, and district level. So these are some of the world champion of public speaking. I think some of you would have already heard about them. For example, Dhananjaya Heteraji from Sri Lanka is very popular with this title speech called I know something new, but I don't know what it is. Then we have the other person, Manoj, and so many people are there. So all their speeches are available on YouTube. Just international speeches are almost like your milestone projects, right? That will have clarity on organizing your speech. It will have beginning, body, conclusion. It will have proper transition. It will have the speech will have a proper vocal variety, body language. Then so they would have done a little bit of research work. They would be quoting quotes and the stories, personal stories. It is going to be a medley of all the elements of public speaking. So if you listen to 10 champion speeches, definitely your next time when you give a speech, your output will be totally different. So these are all some of the suggestions I want to give to the members. Now let me move on to the ExCom members. I think around 5 of the ExCom members are present here. So of course, these inputs will be useful for members also, right? First of all, they have to understand that all the figures are not same. When you form the ExCom, for example, starting from the month of January, you will have a 7-member team who will take over, and some of the existing members will continue in the next team also. Most of the time, 3 or 4 people will continue in the next term. All will not be same. So though we expect cooperation and the outputs from each member, but definitely some person will be preoccupied. So for namesake, they will be there, or someone would have forced them to take up a role, and understand that all will not be able to contribute. So find out the shortcomings of the people and have empathy on them, and try. For example, when I was a part of the president of a community club, my vice president public relations, so most of the time he will be busy. So finally, when I had a conversation with him, I came to know that he had to work almost 12 hours a day in office, and he didn't have free time. Even Saturday he was working. So after that, then I started preparing posters, and some of us, we have shared this workload. So otherwise, when you start fighting within the ExCom, then members will come to know that, and then there will be lack of cohesion. That is going to tell upon the health of the club. And this is an essential element. So at the beginning of every month, if you publish a calendar, who is going to speak on next meeting? For example, you are right now having 63rd meeting, right? So at least for next 4 meetings or 5 meetings, you should have visibility, and this visibility need to be transferred to all the members. So for example, when I was part of Medley Toastmaster Club 1 year back, as the second time I was the president. So on the 1st of every month, I will publish this calendar. This calendar will have what are all the kind of events. So this is not only going to help people to block their calendar. They will say, oh my God, this month, second week, there is a humorous speech workshop. I want to block my calendar. It is not only going to be helpful for you, it is also going to give a very good impression, professional impression about the ExCom members. Members will start thinking that, oh my God, my ExCom members are very serious about this club, and they are proactively working. And at least for the sake of the hard work with the ExCom members, we need to go regularly attend the meeting, and we need to have takeaways from each of this club. Then the second aspect, these are all some of the subtle things that is going to take your club to the next level. And we used to have a proper mechanism. We used to collect the data points. So whenever someone is getting a ribbon, I'm not seeing this timer card. Can someone tell me whether how much time, how much more time I have? Can you quickly tell me? Timer.
Madam timer.
Sir, you have a time, sir. 4 minutes is left over.
How much time is elapsed, madam?
4 minutes.
Okay, 4 more minutes there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So this is a very, very important step for recognizing members for their contribution. For example, we had a very complex metrics. For example, someone is delivering a project, so then we give them 5 points. When someone is doing a role like a TMOD, then again we give 5 points. So we had a different kind of metrics. And finally, we track everything in an Excel sheet, and at the end of the month, we give a star of the month. So this is personally motivating people. So I thought this is people were slightly having apprehension, but even some of the senior members who are actually, they are all very senior position in their corporate world. But when they were elected as the star of the month, they get elated and then they felt so happy, because always motivation helps people to perform well. So try to figure out how this can be done. Then try to take feedback. Sometimes we take feedback using a survey form. The survey form will say, no, can you rate how we are performing from a scale of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10? So rather than doing this quantitative feedback, so talk to members and have a free conversation and ask them to give their frank feedback. So how are we doing well? So they'll say that the club is doing well, but I am not getting speaking opportunity. I'm getting speaking opportunity, but there is no one to guide me. So people will give frank feedback. So that is very much essential for the ExCom members. So if you collect the feedback only in terms of numbers, you can do it, but parallelly take qualitative feedback. Right. So at the end of the day, the proof of the pudding is in the quality of the meeting. For example, you may come across with a lot of PR materials, posters, colorful posters, and then you will have presence at Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. So especially, even I used to, most of the time I was part of community club, I used to give ads in the local newspapers like Adyar Times, Mylapore Times. Then I used to put posters in supermarkets. So all that you can do it, but only people, that will only attract you to get the guest. But to convert the guest into members, the only way is to conduct quality meeting. What do we mean by quality meeting? Number one, time management. You have to start and end in time. Whatever happens, you have to start and end the meeting in time. Second one, role clarity. I already mentioned about role clarity. Every role player need to have absolute clarity about the role clarity. So I think I have reached green, right? Or yellow?
Yes, sir, you reached.
And if possible, avoid dual roles. So don't try to double up and ensure, suppose if you assign the role of a table topic master someone, and that person is not supposed to come in the 11th hour and say that I have got an emergency. Tell all the role players saying that if they have emergency work, they have to arrange the backup. So it is not the job of VP education. They have to arrange a backup and help the VP education. No dual roles. And table topics, that is going to make or break the spirit of the meeting or energy level of the meeting. Come out with a very creative topic, short and sweet, and don't force people. So I think that is going to take a separate education session. I will not elongate it. And TMOD need to be very much energized, and again need to maintain the brevity of it. And as speakers, they have to come out with the well-prepared speeches, taking the help of the mentors, and then evaluations need to be very much useful. So if these things are consistently happening, then your club will definitely reach the President Distinguished Club. Not only that, that is only a metrics in terms of numbers, but you will have satisfied members, and all the existing members will renew, say every 6 months, and you will continue to get the guests converted into members. With that, let me stop this session. Hope you enjoyed this session, and offline I can answer any of your questions. Thank you so much, TMOD, and thank you so much, the organizers.
Thank you so much, sir. And I hope that all the Toastmasters had a wonderful time and they learned a lot. And yes, of course, some of us learned our lessons. And if anyone has to ask sir any question, you can ask. You can have a time limit of 2 minutes if you want to get any questions answered by sir.
I'm sorry, I am also parallelly using this as a education project. So that's why I had a time limit. Otherwise, I would ask for 30 minutes or so. No problem. So if we have time, then I'll be ready to answer some of your questions.
Yes, sir. If anyone wants to ask sir any question.
Okay, one more, sorry, TMOD. One more tip I would like to share. So I think we are right now, we are all in virtual mode, for the last 6 months. one small step that is going to make your club very much energetic is requesting all the speakers and all the role players to switch on their video. Right now, I am part of Meraki Toastmasters. 100% we ensure that everyone is switching on their video. That is going to make huge difference. Otherwise, speaker gets a feeling that they are speaking in front of a dumb monitor. So if everyone is switching on their video, so it gives a feeling that they are almost like interacting with the regular audience. So please ensure that this is happening. That is going to make a huge difference. Any other questions or any clarifications?
I think everyone's doubts are being clarified, sir. Thank you
No
so
problem.
much,
Thank you.
distinguished Toastmaster.
I have
for
a
coming.
few questions,
Yeah, sure, you can.
Toastmaster, but I'll connect with
Yeah,
you
let's
offline.
pause.
Oh,
No, I
no
think we
problem.
are running short of time. No problem. Thank you so much.
Okay, sure. So thank you, distinguished Toastmaster, for your wonderful speech, and it's been an educative speech as of such. And now the time we have been waiting for, because we are running short in time, I don't want to elaborate too much on it. But each and every time we go on social media, we are trying to find some validation, a validation for us, a validation for the person we have written, and a validation for the things that we do. But there you're not going to get a wonderful or even a respectful validation. You want to reflect upon it for days together, but don't. But we give you the validation that you need. And that's when the table topic master comes in with his table topics. And that's where you can get your real validation. Every time when you want to dream of becoming a speaker, this is where you can stand and use. So now, without wasting much time, I'm going to give the stage to our Toastmaster, Devendran, for the table topics of this day. Table topics master, Devendran, to you.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. So, good evening, Toastmasters and their guests. I'll be the table topic master for today's session. Before starting that, to the benefits of the guest, I would like to explain what the table topic is and how it is conducted. In this session, I will be calling a volunteer, and he or she will be given a topic. Through your perception, you are going to give your own views upon it, and with the time limit of 1 to 2 minutes. And the timer will be showing the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card at 2 minutes. And the speakers will also be given a 30 seconds of a buffer time before or after the speech. The main importance of the table topic is to develop our impromptu speaking skill. It tests of our thinking on our feet with the ability to give the spontaneous response and an opportunity to hone our intellectual horsepower, especially in the quick response. And this also helps us to improve our leadership skills. I hope everyone knows about Swami Vivekananda, right? Yeah. Once he was in a tour, there was a situation where he has to address the college students, and they asked him to talk about nothing. Actually, he has the college students on what should I talk about, and the students immediately said, "Don't talk anything, just talk about nothing." To the surprise, the Swami Vivekananda talked about 3 hours with just a word, nothing. And that is the power of impromptu speaking, where we can improve our leadership skills. I hope that everyone has understood about the session, right? So let's go into the session. Can I have a volunteer to pick up the first topic? Yeah, Rahul. So your topic will be mirrors should think longer before they reflect. I repeat, mirrors should think longer before they reflect. Over to Toastmaster Rahul.
One very important characteristic of a leader is about how they present themselves. And to make my case today, I would like to use the example of United States. If we all look at the presidents, the previous president, President Barack Obama, he is someone who's a very wonderful speaker. And the way he commands the stage is just amazing. The ability with which he can connect to the audience, the time he takes to think before he responds to any question itself shows about what an amazing leader he is. But if we look at the current president, uh, since I don't want to get too political on this, I will not be naming him. But I'm sure if you all watch the news, you know who I'm talking about. The current president has no filter at all. He says whatever comes to his mind. And why I mentioned leadership in the beginning is the importance of a leader shows the important role that a leader plays, especially in a country, is how we view the country. And again, if you look at the United States, 4 years back, I personally had a very good image of the country. It is something that I really look forward to go for my higher education. And now going to USA is not a dream for me at all. And just to show you how much I don't want to go there, it was my cousin sister's wedding over there yesterday. She lives there, and I did not go for it because I was too scared to go there. That is the effect that a leader can play, and they should really take time to reflect, to think before they reflect, because if that thinking time is missing, they will the damage can be big. And somehow I view it as an inverse relation. The lesser the thinking time, the bigger the damage. The more the thinking time, the lesser the damage. But why not a perfect balance? A perfect thinking time leads to no damage at all. Over to the table topic master.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster Rahul. And that was a wonderful speech and very impressive. And we should learn how the leader should play before he does the things. And can I have a second volunteer? Can I have any guest to participate? Yeah. Thank you, Vignesh. Your topic will be look in a mirror, and the one thing is sure, what you see is not who we are. Look in a mirror, and the one thing is sure, what you see is not you are. Over to you. Have you got the topic?
So very good morning. Yes, sir. A very good morning to a very good evening to all the respected Toastmasters. So I'm Vignesh and I'll be presenting to you the topic look in a mirror and what you see is not what you are. So a person may be many things on the outside, but what really matters is what he or she is on the inside. The topic for today, what TMOD of the day spoke about social media. She spoke about how we have a fake person on social media, and what we are is not really what we show to be ourselves on social media, and that is 100% true if you ask me. A lot of people may be a lot of things on on how they present themselves to the outside world, but only a few people surrounding you know who you truly are, and that affects your life in really way too many ways. And I think it's really very important. Take for example just some random celebrity, or maybe let's take Virat Kohli on of the Indian cricket team. A lot of people think of him to be as a very aggressive, a very self-centered person, but then many of them really they assume things about him which is not really right. The people who know who he really is are his teammates. And if you look at it, the media, the press may say a lot of things about him, but we've never received any complaints as such from his teammates, right? So one thing I would like to say is that we should never let anybody who judges us from the outside to bring our confidence down. Of course, we have to take opinions from them that may improve our overall character, but we should never let anyone bring our overall confidence down. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Vignesh. And that was a wonderful speech. And as a guest, usually when the guest is participating, they feel nervous. But I think your skill is like amazing, and it was a great speech. Thank you for that, and thank you for all the participants and the guests for participating for this table topic session. Over to TMO.
Thank you, sir. That was a wonderful session indeed. And both the topics were on spot with the topic that we have for today. And always before you post something online or whether you utter a word, think that no one is perfect online. No one is as happy as they show on Instagram. No one is jovial as they show on Facebook. No one is witty as they show on Twitter. And no one is professional as they show on LinkedIn. Because social media is just a place where each and everyone are actors and they act their part. So don't trust everyone, but trust those person who are before your eyes, those who want to help you truly, those who understand you, those who want to lift you up and not push you down, those who want to verify you so that they will know what to say and what not to say, and you won't end up getting hurt. And that's where our very own general evaluator comes into place. He and his team, they're going to give you a wonderful evaluation, not a validation, because you are the own master of your life and you can validate your own work. They're just going to help you to show you the path. And now, to give on to the Toastmaster Arunesh, who is the general evaluator of this day, and his tag team, who are going to give you their report. Over to you, Toastmaster Arunesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we are here in one of the most important sections of every Toastmasters Club meeting, the evaluations section. This is where we get the opportunity to listen from our evaluators, gain feedback, understand our strengths and weaknesses, and then later reflect on our performance to improve our future performances. So first up, we have the evaluators who will evaluate the prepared speakers section. So the first evaluator for today is Toastmaster Saumini, who will evaluate Toastmaster Priyanka's icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Saumini, the stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. What makes people resilient is the ability to find humor and irony in the situations that they are in that otherwise overpower you. Toastmaster Priyanka does full justice to this quotation while narrating her journey from Kuwait to Katpari, telling us how flexible of a human being she was, adapting to the geographical change. I'm happy to inform that she has completed all her objectives and the purpose of her project of introducing herself to the club. As Toastmaster Raghavi pointed out, we now know a different Priyanka. We could see her speech surpassing the red card, but although it seemed like she was finishing her speech in a flash, which means that she did a great job in keeping all the audience members intrigued and connected to her speech with the tremendous flow of content. Adding humor is one task, successfully delivering it is another, and both jobs were carried out effortlessly by Toastmaster Priyanka. I find her strength to be in the flow of the content she's delivering without breaking anywhere, and carrying it out with great efficiency without getting any fidgety. I wish she could have worked on the structure instead of making the initial points of a speech in the form of bullet points, which seemed for the listeners like they were reading out of a list of items. Like that seemed like just a burger bun and a patty, and made it and blended it so well, like a tight burger with cheese and all the slices and sauces, and then switched with the different vocal variations instead of delivering them the speech in a single high pitched tone. I am envious of your high pitched tone, even though you could have played with all the different variations of A, D, and C notes. For an icebreaker, Toastmaster Priyanka did a great job with no hint that she was new to speaking in public. Toastmaster Priyanka, I wish that you remember your strongholds and thrive on it. Thank you. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samani. Next up, we have the second evaluator, Toastmaster Anantakumar, who will be evaluating this Toastmaster Bharat on his second speech. Toastmaster Anantakumar, the stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. As usual, Toastmaster Bharat delivered his speech perfectly. The way he expressed was good, and the soda matter was really interesting. We are not expected that. The interaction with the audience was really nice. As usual, the face expressions and hands, everything is done very well. Few suggestions from my side. That is, you can give a little voice variety and cute smiles. If you can stress some important words in the speech, which will get the audience attraction from you. Thank you. Best of luck, Bharat. Thank you to all. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand Kumar, for that concise report. Let's hear from the third evaluator of today's meeting, Toastmaster Samir Sharma, who will be evaluating Distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman's project. Toastmaster Samir Sharma.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman. I had ordered curd rice today, but what I ended up having was a buffet of variety of thoughts and experience. I loved how you presented your speech like a buffet, an assortment of all the dishes, everything structured in a nice form, the sweetness of your personal experiences, the spices of what needs to be done as a member and as ExCom. What a wonderful speech that was. Here are three specific things that stood out for me in your speech. The first one is the structure of the speech. After setting the context that as a member who have paid for Toastmaster fee, what you can expect, and then what you can expect as ExCom. The structure flowed very nicely because as a member, you need to understand what the meeting is. What are the kind of things that you can do as a member? And then what are the kind of roles that you can play? Then it was a nice and smooth transition into now you're a member, in future you become an ExCom member, and then as an ExCom member, what needs to be done? How all the fingers are not equal. How the ExCom members have to bring in coordination if they want best for the club. The second thing is the credibility of your speech. For every suggestion that you gave, you had a personal example. If you had given an example about PR, you gave your own example, how you created flyers. If you had an example about timer, about a president, you gave your own experiences, and that added to the credibility. The third aspect of the speech that stood out was a clear example of how to structure slides. Equal amount of text and a good amount of images and figures. They should complement each other. And I think it again stood out. Job well done, sir. Now let me add some local flavor to this buffet and let's see how we can challenge you. Here are two recommendations that I have for you. The first one, for a longer speech like this, where you have to speak for 20-22 minutes, try to have some pit stops, sir. When I say pit stop, is something after probably your members session, you could have asked some questions. You float a questionnaire or screen or ask a question so that you take a pit stop so that people get enough time to absorb, because it is a long speech. It is as good as having 3 prepared speeches delivered at the same time. The second thing is your conclusion. Even though I understand that you're short on time, but conclusion had to be tied to the introduction, which was about buffet and curd rice. Overall, I absolutely love this speech. It has structure, it has credibility, and how to present the slides. If you can challenge yourself and add some pit stops into a wonderful journey, as well as have a conclusion which actually connects to the introduction and connects to the context that you had set at the start, I think this buffet would be even great. Today I'm going home, sir, not with a fulfilled stomach, but with a fulfilled heart and soul. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samir Sharma. Let's hear from the TAT team about their reports. Let me welcome the timer for today, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi, to deliver the timer's report for today's club meeting.
Welcome back, everyone. For my First of all, I would like to congratulate all the speakers to be standard on the time. For first speaker, Toastmaster Priyanka qualified, and for my suggestion for her is make your script little bit shorter so that you can try to complete your speech on that limited time. And Toastmaster Bharat is qualified with the speech, and evaluator for the first speaker, TM Saumini is qualified. Evaluator for the second speaker, TM Ananda Kumar sir is disqualified because he finished his speech before on green card, before on minimum time. For the third speaker is Mr. Sundara Raman is qualified, and the evaluator TM Samir sir is disqualified because is an speak extra about is explained extra on the beyond the time limit. So make my suggestion is make a evaluation little bit lesser, sir. You can, I understood you are you are expressing what you are in mind, but little bit make it little bit lesser. And for the table topics, everybody TM Rahul sir qualified, and guest Vignesh also qualified. Thank you. Thank you to over to general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi. Now let's hear the accountant's report from the accountant for today's club meeting, Toastmaster Ritik.
Thank you, Ranesh. First of all, it's a big day being our counter, and I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Samir because he has not used any filler words, no long pauses, and no filler sound during his evaluations. Congratulations, sir. Moving on to the speakers. Speakers with less than 5 filler sounds and words were Toastmaster Priyanka, Distinguished Toastmaster Sundara Raman sir, Toastmaster Rahul, Toastmaster Vignesh, and Toastmaster Somini. You had less than 5 filler sounds words during your role. I would like to congratulate you on this, and next time let's try to bring it down to 4. This will be a bit of improvement. Speakers with more than between 5 to 10 accounts, there were none, and speakers with more than 10 accounts, Toastmaster Bharat, you did not have any accounts during your speech. You only had repeated words like and, yes, and so. So this we can improve on it, and there's one suggestion I would like to make. Since filler words decreases the quality of the speech, I encourage you to use the pauses wisely. Instead of filling it with repeated words, you can use words that are intentional and purposeful, like you see and similar words like that. And yeah, that's it with my report. Over to you, Arnesh. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritik, for that motivating report. Now let's hear from the grammarian of today, Toastmaster Rahul George.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Arunesh. Good evening, everyone, once again. So today with my grammarian report, I'm very happy to say that I found a lot of good usages of the language today, and just one small error which I've seen, which is being repeated not just by one person. So I would like to state the error which I've noticed and then go on to the good language use. So the error which I've noticed is that a lot of sentences are starting with the word so and. So for example, the sentence starts off as so now and moving on. According to me, and the way I've learned English is that we never start a sentence with so or and. So if we can practice writing sentences without starting with these words, I feel when we start to deliver, we will automatically stop using these words when we start a sentence. Now, coming to some amazing language use that I've seen today. Yes, some of them were from Toastmaster Raghavi, the Toastmaster of the day. So she used phrases such as fake personas, lingers around your head, and lost in sea. These are phrases which sound so simple, but the usage of these added value to what she was saying. And to help you understand, whenever we see a beautiful design, we notice that we know the design looks so good, but we don't notice the tiny intrinsic details in those design that make it good. We notice that the design isn't that good the moment we remove those details. And that is why when Toastmaster Raghavi used phrases like these, it was so subtle, but it added value, and I want to appreciate you for that. Now, coming to Toastmaster Priyanka, one phrase which I really liked was the brain navigation system. And apart from that, there was one good word which which for me, I use it a lot, but I haven't seen other people using it a lot. And that was used by Toastmaster Saumini. The word was resilient. It is such a powerful word, which is intentional and purposeful. And that is another phrase which was today used by Toastmaster Ritik. And that is the value when we use such simple phrases like these. It is so powerful that I started picking up on these and using them as well. So overall, there was only one tiny error that I noticed today, but a lot of good language usage. I will make an effort to at least type it out and send it on our WhatsApp group so that we all can try to use these in our future speeches as well. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. Now, let me move on with the general evaluators report. Just a note to all the members, while the report is going on, please check for the ballots that will be released, the forms, so that you can fill the ballots and send it to the Sergeant at Arms so that they can declare best speaker, best evaluator, and best table topics for today. Okay, now let me begin with the general evaluators report. First up, we started the session pretty much on time. I think there was a 2-minute delay, but overall a good job on that front. I felt that there was a lot of effort taken to make sure the session started on time. And I also commend the guests for joining on time as well. That is something that really has to be appreciated. And Toastmaster Vijay, who's our Sergeant at Arms for today, he did a very good job. His introductions, as always, were very energetic and very engaging. I had a nice lunch today and I was feeling a little bit drowsy at around 4:30 p.m. But Toastmaster Vijay's introduction really gave me a kickstart, and I was excited to join Velo Toastmasters Club meeting today. Moving on, the presiding officer also gave a very meaningful address. This was a special occasion where we have a distinguished Toastmaster who has the intentions to help our club and who is giving us an educational session. And the presiding officer and the club as a whole, I think, did a very good job in making him feel welcome and making sure that he understands how valuable he is for us. And moving on to the Toastmaster of the day. The Toastmaster of the day had a very interesting topic. I think it was philosophical, and it really makes us think about such a simple thing that is a mirror, and there were a lot of analogies and a lot of example situations that were given, and social media was used as a main anchor to the theme, and that is very appreciable. One suggestion that I would have for the Toastmaster of the day is to try to give concise information and try to keep your introductions or your theme content a little bit more concise so that we can follow in the natural flow of a club meeting, and also we can help the club meeting end on time. So that we don't steal the limelight from the speakers or the other role players as well. As rightfully mentioned in Distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman's educational session, this is a tip that Toastmaster of the Day today can take up. And moving on to the tag team who introduced themselves and then also gave their report. The timer Toastmaster Mahalakshmi had a pretty detailed timer report, but I recommend that she make a clear explanation of every single aspect of timing in a Toastmasters club meeting, and recommend inform the club members about it when you get the role, because it is very important for all club members to perfectly understand what the timing rules for a club meeting and every role is for. And Toastmaster Mahalakshmi, you can challenge yourself by trying to avoid false starts during your performance as any role player, and you can also try to have better sentence construction when you are speaking on the stage. Moving on, Toastmaster Ritik was the account of today. His introduction was really humorous and hence very engaging. And I found his report very motivational in the sense that when he was talking about how some people had less than 5 accounts, he also motivated them to reduce the account next time around as well, which I think that we can all take a lesson from that. And make sure that whenever we are evaluating someone in any capacity, whenever we are giving a feedback to someone in any capacity, we make sure that we also motivate them. And moving on to the grammarian of the day, what can I say? I think the one word to describe Toastmaster Rahul's introduction as the grammarian was swag. There was a lot of swagger in that introduction. I think it really turned heads of all the audience members present here today. And his report was also very informative, and he also made the report more meaningful by pointing out instances from his own experiences where usage of better language just makes things better. And moving on to the first evaluator of today, Toastmaster Saumini. Toastmaster Saumini had a very sweet introduction for our first time speaker, Toastmaster Priyanka. And following that theme, she also had a very sweet evaluation for our first time speaker, Toastmaster Priyanka. She made sure that the speaker who was delivering her icebreaker felt very comfortable, addressing the feedback of an evaluator. She kept it very mellow, and she was very comforting to the speaker when she was even recommending that the speaker do some things differently. So that is something that I appreciate. One recommendation I would give Toastmaster Saumini is to try to maintain a better posture when you are attending club meetings, so that you can showcase your hand gestures and you can showcase your body language better. I understand that it is a little bit difficult given a virtual environment, but this is something that we can try as well, so that your message is more clear, and as an evaluator you are more engaging to not just the speaker but also the audience. One thing that is commendable about Toastmaster Saumini's evaluation as well is that she used the third person point of view of evaluation. What this does is, I think it engages the entire audience and not just singles out the speaker she's addressing, but she's addressing the entire audience, which is a great job. So that the entire audience can learn from the mistakes or the strengths of the speaker in concern. And moving on to the second evaluator, Toastmaster Ananthakumar. One thing that is commendable about Toastmaster Ananthakumar's evaluation is that he summarized it, but unfortunately his entire evaluation was just a summary. I would recommend Toastmaster Ananthakumar to have a bit more content. I understand how this can be difficult, but here are some tips from my side. Try to explain how your recommendations will help the speaker. Try to explain how your recommendations will help the audience understand the speaker better. Try to give examples of how your recommendation can be best implemented. See, these are some little tricks that we can use to lengthen our evaluations and make sure that the evaluation is more useful, not just for the speaker in concern, but the entire audience who are listening to your evaluation. Moving on to our third evaluator, Toastmaster Samir. Toastmaster Samir had very clear structure in his evaluation, in which he introduced the objective of his role, which is to evaluate the speaker in concern. And he introduced the speaker, introduced the project of the speaker, the objective of the speaker, and he also went on to the commendations and the recommendations, and then finally the conclusion. So here you can see an evaluation which is very clear with what it is trying to do, and it has a very clear distinguishable structure, and I commend Toastmaster Samir for doing that. And this is something we can all learn from Toastmaster Samir. And one common advice I would give all evaluators is please summarize. Take example of Toastmaster Samir and make sure you summarize your evaluations, because that is a very important aspect of an evaluation in general, but it also carries extra points in your evaluation contests, which you will face next fall. Moving on to the table topics master we had today, Toastmaster Devendran. I really appreciate that Toastmaster Devendran took the time and effort to really explain what table topics are and how they are helpful to us, not just in a table topics club, not just in a Toastmasters club meeting, but in life in general. And that is something that all table topics masters should always do, which is to explain the concept of a table topic session, explain the timing, explain the rules and whatnot. But I also recommend that Toastmaster Devendran try to make that information a bit more concise and a bit more consumable for all of our audience. I felt that you could have delivered all of that information in a little lesser time than you took. And I also commend Toastmaster Devendran for including guests in the table topic session. That is a very important thing for all topics masters to do. So that was great. And that brings me to the end of my general evaluators report. I really enjoyed this session. I think we've done a great job today. And I would like to hand this control back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ravi.
Thank you, General Evaluator and Toastmaster Arunesh. That was a detailed report indeed. Yes, of course, some of us has timing problems. Either we go beyond or we go before it. And I think we have to time ourselves, because this is an era of social media that we lose time like anything. Because just yesterday, it felt like it was the beginning of this year. And again, we are near to an end. And not just the end of this meeting, but the end of an era or a year. We are going to a next era. We are going into a next decade. We are going to a next year. And the last month is here. And before I fold my duty, I want to tell you, each and every time you see a comment or something upon a social media, think that that person doesn't mean it. They want their limelight. They want their 1 minute of fame. Don't become so hard upon yourself for their fame, because you will get your chance to become the person that you are, to show the person you are. I just want to end with this wonderful anecdote that I read and I loved. It goes on like this: mirror, mirror on the palm, I refuse to hear you beg and call. You can most show the best of me. You can never show the best of me, for I am much more than you can see. I will always get up after I fall, and whether I run, walk, or have to crawl, I will set my goals and achieve them all. Keep this as your mantra, because this was written by a girl who was harassed by everyone on cyberbullying sites. Yes, she went on to give a complaint and she got bullied for that. So she wrote this anecdote, and this is what made my day and made me to take this topic. And I hope you all get something from it. And with that, I'm closing my role and giving it over to, handing it over to our very own presiding officer, Toastmaster Samir Sharma. Toastmaster Samir Sharma, the stage is all yours.
Finally, thank you so much. I was about to sign off. We are at 20. We have shot by 22 minutes. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoy the meeting, and except the time, today meeting was top notch, and I'm really, really happy with the quality. Let's hear from our guests. How did they like it? Hey, Vignesh, just let us know in a few sentences, how did you like the meeting? And
very knowledgeable and useful, sir. Indeed.
Sorry.
Grateful to be here. Very knowledgeable and useful, sir. Grateful to be here indeed.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Good to know that. Your sister did a hell of a job today. I mean, her speech was top notch. Ashwini, if you are there, would you like to share some feedback with us about the meeting?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
yeah, that was very interesting and inspiring. And I didn't know how the time just flew with Alice, and it was so interesting. And today we are celebrating Kartikeya Deepam here in South India. So the light enlightened everything. So this is a very good day, and I am looking forward to the next section. Thank you.
Beautiful. I think we'll hope to see you soon then. See you soon in the meeting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
So, okay, everyone, I think we have come to an end of this beautiful meeting. So here are the winners. So let's turn on our videos and give our winners a round of applause. Best speaker, Toastmaster Priyanka. So that's how you hit sixer on your first ball. Best table topic speakers, Toastmaster Vignesh. Guest Vignesh. You spoke like a Toastmaster, Vignesh. Best evaluator, again, the friend got it. Toastmaster Somini. And best role player, Toastmaster Rahul, who gave a wonderful grammarian report. Congratulations, everybody. Have a great weekend. Now I officially close meeting 63. I hope to see you in meeting number 64. Until then, bye-bye.